The clock strikes midnight.
October is finally here.
The beasts reach from the shadows.
Your time is drawing near.
31 days of bloodshed.
31 days of fear.
Join us on this journey.
True terror will be seen.
Lock the doors. Turn off the lights.
31 days of Halloween.
Alright guys, we're here for another installment of All Things Nerdy 31 Days of Halloween. This time around, we're going to talk about the worst horror remakes. And these are our opinion. Only our opinion. If you don't agree, that's fine. But we're going to give our opinions right now. In your opinion, what's the worst horror remake of the last, let's say, 10 to 15 years?
The absolute worst horror remake was the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Starring...
Oh, Jackie Earle Haley.
I don't know what it was about this movie, but it couldn't capture that Robert Englund fun. You know, when you watched Robert Englund in the Nightmare on Elm Street films, you could tell he was having a fun time in the role. He was practical, he was funny, at the same time killing a bunch of teenagers.
And I think they tried to make it a little too serious.
Serious at the cost of being bland, because nothing original happened in it.
And you got Jackie Earle Haley who played Rorschach. I mean...
He was good in Watchmen, even though I didn't really like Watchmen to begin with. That's a tale for another story. But it's like, wow, what a downgrade. You know, like, even the rest of the cast, even the other teenagers, were bland, boring, and forgettable.
And the Freddy makeup was fucking terrible.
I know!
Like, I don't even know how to explain it. He just... You know, maybe it's because we're used to the iconic Robert Englund,
Look.
makeup. But this makeup was just fucking terrible.
It didn't really look burnt. It looked more...
Just...
diseased.
Yeah, it looked like he might have, like... I don't know, been in a country and ate some bad fucking steak or something. And, like, just developed some kind of skin disease. It was...
Watch where you get your steak, kids. You might end up being Freddy Krueger in the remake.
I mean, I do kind of like what they kind of tried to go with a pretty cool story, and yeah, it was kind of a cool story. It's just like all the components didn't come together and mesh right.
Again, like what I said, they tried to go serious, but it ended up being bland and just forgettable.
And they could have did it as a serious movie, but for some reason it did not work.
No. Now, what would you consider the worst remake to come out in the past decade?
Okay. I love the show Supernatural.
As do I.
Jensen Ackles, he plays Dean Winchester. He's, one of my favorite characters on the show. But he did a little piece of turd remake called My Bloody Valentine. There's not a whole lot I can say about this. I mean, even the original wasn't, like, that great, but it's kind of like one of those things that's such a piece of crap that is a classic. But this was just like a modern, like, watered down, dumbed down version of that piece of crap. And, spoiler alert,
he's the killer.
Ackles is the killer.
Which, that movie came out in 2009. If you haven't seen it, that's your fault.
But I do gotta say that, give the movie a watch because there are a few really good kills in it.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just kind of like, it's pretty bland all the way through. So, You know, there have been some good horror remakes, like pretty much anything Rob Zombie touches turns to gold. I really love the Halloween remakes.
Yes.
The Friday the 13th remake I thought was really good, which features the other Winchester brother, Jared Padalecki. What other horror movie remakes has there been? I haven't seen Evil Dead yet.
Nope. It just came out on DVD and Blu-ray not too long ago, so maybe we should buy that this October.
We'll buy that. We'll get a review on that. What other remakes has there been? There's the House of Wax.
House of Wax.
Which also had Jared Padalecki, and it had Paris Hilton. Best part of that movie is when she gets impaled by the pipe. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I clapped a big fucking hurrah. The Wolfman remake
was kind of
like I can watch it, but you know, Lon Chaney Jr. is always going to be the Wolfman.
Sorry, Benicio del Toro.
Loved you in Fear and Loathing, but that's pretty much our worst horror movie remakes.
So catch you later.